Hello darlings, welcome back to the channel. This week I'm taking you to Sovereign Hill Harvest Festival. Have you ever heard of it? It's on in the Heritage Week here in beautiful Ballarat. But it's even more special because we actually went with 2 subscribers. And to meet subscribers in person is amazing. I also met 3 new subscribers. Their names are V, Toby and Kira. It was wonderful to meet up with people that are not just a number on a screen. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the video and I can't wait to show you what we all got up to. I do have to say I did a lot in the Chinese area too because I find that fascinating. Sovereign Hill. What can you say about Sovereign Hill? Sovereign Hill opened November 29, 1970. It got its name because it is actually located on the top of the Sovereign Quartz Mine. That's why it's called Sovereign Hill. It's a wonderful recreation of Australia's gold rush era, and we're so proud of it here in beautiful Ballarat. The fact they had the Harvest Festival in this as well, it's just a wonderful added attraction to go and see at Sovereign Hill. Also at Sovereign Hill, there is a fully reconstructed Chinese camp, and it brings this resilient story to life.
This is all new. This is.
The Chinese, they fled their towns, and coming over here, they arrived in tens of thousands, wanting to earn gold, find gold. The massive population by the late 1850s of over 24,000 Chinese miners were on the Victorian goldfields in Ballarat. They made up 1 in 5 men. They walked over 500 kilometres across the wilderness to reach Ballarat. Amazing determination. The Chinese were the only group forced by the government at the time to live in their own camps under a special, strict protectorate system. They paid heavy, exclusive taxes, and their camps were intentionally built in low-lying, less desirable areas. So sad, isn't it? Bullying right back then. European miners often didn't like them because they were highly efficient, and they worked in organised teams, successfully rewashing tailings and taking caution to make sure that shafts didn't collapse. This town that they've built at Sovereign Hill is built to accurately reflect the original Golden Point Chinese camp. This section sits slightly apart from the main 1850s streetscape to mirror the historical segregation. And most people, when they go to Sovereign Hill, please note the wood block pillows. They go to the main street, but there's so much to see at Sovereign Hill. Look at this beautiful veggie patch.
Oh, I'm missing my rhubarb plant.
The Josh Temple, the camp, features a beautifully detailed Chinese temple dedicated to Quan Gong, the god of loyalty and righteousness. Miners use templates to pray for wealth, find a sense of home, and hold community meetings. They had a herbalist shop because Chinese are big on herbs, which was wonderful. Because many miners couldn't read or write English, they had a scribe's quarters where official documents and letters home were drafted and translated. This part of Sovereign Hill is often not looked at as much as the main street, but I find it fascinating. And also down here, you're very close to where the school children go and have their lessons now. School children are a huge part of Sovereign Hill, and you can see a group in the background.
There must be pigs in here.
We're down in the diggings area here,
At the moment.
and it's the heart of Sovereign Hill, designed as a muddy, chaotic and immersive replica of Ballarat's very first goldfields in 1851. Unlike the main street's neat shops, this captures the reality of the early rush. Really, it was a canvas town before permanent buildings existed, and the goldfield was a massive, sprawling city of canvas tents, mud and campfire smoke. Miners search for surface gold in rivers, creeks using basic tools like pans and rocking cradles rather than digging deep underground. I can remember seeing a horse tied into this, and he used to go around and around and around with a grinding stone of some sort, but he's not here anymore. There's a row of basic canvas tents and rough timber huts that show the incredibly harsh living conditions of the diggers. I mean, it's cold in Ballarat. It gets very cold and it gets very hot. So it's fascinating to see all this. This here is actually the school area where the children go. They had 2 layers to the roof, as I think Bert explains. And these ones were definitely a step up from the plain canvas tents. As we walk up the hill, we start to find the shops and more cute little cottages to look in. Some look so cosy and homely, but you see all the different types of homes that were built in that particular era.
8 people in there. 8 people, Mum.
I don't have 8 children, but 8 people. I've had a few customers, 8 people in there. Yes.
May I film you?
Oh, yes, of course you may, yes. I mean,
Do tell me about your humble abode and your dear baby who's sleeping so well.
my humble abode's very luxurious. It's like if there are 8 people in there, it's my shop. You can change the scenery, pack up and move. And my baby, well, she does sleep very well. She's my favourite child. She's looks just like her mother.
Yes, she does.
Yes, she does.
She's delightful.
Yes, she takes after me. She's very spirited. She's a gin barrel. Don't mind the head.
No. That's lovely. That's lovely.
Nice little around and very flavoursome. Very flavoursome. Oh, good day! That's a lovely rainbow. I put out my tent, so I'm overlooking the gold fields. Right up to the shop, and I found no man come up with gold. No, they did. Maybe it's something to do with you. Me? Oh, I think I smell pretty good. You know, the asthma on me. You also have a lot of children to look after. A lot of them don't want to look after children. Pardon? The children. You have too many of them.
It's so lovely to see costumed actors reenacting and talking to the lovely Fosh, friends of Sovereign Hill people that are dressed up in costumes and help to bring Sovereign Hill to life. There's a certain smell about Sovereign Hill, and I love that smell. It's the smoke and the wet grass or the dampness. It's just lovely. Magnificent views of the countryside when you go up on the tower. And yes, I do go up on the tower and got all of this filming. Looking over Sovereign Hill Township, which recreates the main street of Ballarat. Right up to the schools in the background. The poppet head is very, very high. I'm not sure how high. I love all the cottages. A lot of them have people in them, and some don't. Now welcome to the Harvest Festival.
Isn't that beautiful?
The Heritage Harvest Weekend at Sovereign Hill here in Ballarat is an immersive autumn food festival. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. It's so loud. It smells fantastic. There is so much to see and do. There is 20 plus artisan market stalls which have live cooking demos, and there's celebrity chefs. I got to meet Tim Bone, who's a local celebrity here in Ballarat after being on MasterChef. They show you things like practicing like butter churning, fireside baking, blacksmithing, all of that. I got to toast some damper. You get to sample and shop regional artisan goods, small batch preserves and local produce from lots of wonderful makers. You can take part in the Country Women's Association traditions and have a look at all of their activities. There's so much food, it is just so much to see and do. So wandering around here, there was just so much to see. I just could only film it for you because, goodness darling, so much. Lots of things. Did I buy anything? No, not a thing. But it was fun to look at them. But I didn't need any of this.
That size jar is 6.5 centimetre. The bigger jar is 10 centimetre.
There was specialised things because some of what you could get there you can't just whip into Kmart and buy or whip into your local shop and buy. Lots of lovely handmade crafts. So many things to see, just so much to watch. Lots of demonstrations. I especially loved watching the older people work away at their crafts. They're so good at it. This gentleman here was making jewellery and he was doing a fantastic job. There was copper bracelets and earrings and just so many different things. You can imagine how wonderful that this soap stall smelt. It was wonderful. Of course, Sovereign Hill is there promoting their own things as well. So there was a lady there with lots of lollies and sweet things that you could buy, all dressed up in costume, of course, and she was a delight to the eye and a lovely girl. I do love the Monopoly board game of Sovereign Hill. You could just do all your specialised shopping here. This man was selling strawberries and blueberries and raspberries for $25 each packet. He was saying how they can be frozen and used later. Then I got to try and make some damper, and what fun was that? Well, cook it anyway.
Is there sugar in damper?
There's just basically flour.
Oh, I can have it. I'm diabetic.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. A bit of salt.
And the butter will be fine.
I can have. And then just choose your dough ball. I have to get the recipe before I go.
Oh, we haven't made them, but you have made them. You know what to do.
Well, do I just...
Just roll it. And salt. Yep, so all you need to do is
And you turn it, alright?
Oh, you'll be standing there for a while. There we go.
Thank you, Puppet.
Hold down to the bottom.
Yeah, hold down to the bottom because it gets quite... Maybe
Long time going 3-year-old.
A long time.
Crazy. Oh, right, no worries. It's got to be 28
On the holiday.
I was just swimming as fast as I can. I was like a duck, you know, looking calm on the top, but furiously kicking your feet underneath the whole time because the standard was so high. And I did okay. Like I made it about a third of the way in. I ended up coming 16th, so it wasn't too bad. I didn't totally disgrace myself, but I really this time I just tried to get Ballarat I tried to mention Ballarat as much as I could, in it as I could, just because I'm so thankful for this beautiful, thank you, I'm so thankful for this beautiful town that I live in. And I just wanted to, that was my opportunity that second time, just to really showcase. So a lot of the dishes were inspired.
I loved going into the Charlie Napier. This is where I used to be most times when I was a fosh. And the lady doing the embroidery here was actually working as a fosh when I was there too.
Otherwise you couldn't do it. I spoil all the fun. You've got a nice little brooch too, a nice little swan.
Thank you very much. I love brooches.
Jenny's got a dragonfly.
Have you, Jenny?
You haven't seen my dragonfly. This is on this side.
Oh my stars, he's beautiful, Jenny. Tell us about your days riding the horses. We miss you.
Well, I miss it too, but it was a mixture of, they didn't want to upset the budget because our last side saddle horse, everybody tried to ride her.
I know, she loved you.
But she usually pitched them head over Christmas. But we had to share, and she was trained for side saddle and it didn't work.
Yes, she was.
But no, I could belt up and down the streets and round the lake over here.
Yes, I remember.
All sorts of things.
You're marvellous.
I'm glad my husband never knew about how bad it was. He would have had a pink fit.
He would have.
He would have. Yeah.
No, it's not. I couldn't resist getting on the piano. This is where I used to play the piano every Saturday when I was a fosh, on this particular piano. And Tony had actually tuned it and talked to me about how he couldn't keep it in tune anymore and didn't like putting his name to it. And I had to have a go, and yes, I knew what he meant. But still, great memories.
Good memories on you.
The 18-metre tall wooden poppet head at Sovereign Hill is a reconstruction built directly over the original North Normandy mine shaft, and it represents the late 19th century shift from independent gold panning to industrial corporate quartz mining. It supports the massive sheaf wheels and pulleys at the top. Steel cables ran from the winding house up through these pulleys and down into the 500-metre deep shaft. It stands next to the original massive mullock heap that was used. Visitors can climb up, see on that big walkway? I got some footage up there, and it has panoramic views. It's so wonderful to see these machines operating today on steam. The noise is amazing, and they are totally hypnotising. It's wonderful for the people that have actually worked this and looked after it and maintained it for so long. Sovereign Hill is a living museum, and there is no way that you can see it all in one day. They do offer weekend passes, which is very good. It's very noisy in here, as you can imagine, so probably not very good for small children.
It's mesmerising.
Here is the boiler house where all of the wood was burnt to make the steam to operate everything. How amazing is this to see this today? Can you imagine the heat in here of people actually putting the firewood in? Trolleys, huge trolleys at a time. Simply amazing and with a beautiful smell. If you love old machinery, then Sovereign Hill is the place for you. There is so much to see. I haven't filmed everything that is there. But I'm tired and I think we'll have a Devonshire tea.
Buttered fish looks nice. A garden platter. Oh, the steak looks nice.
But what are we going to have today, darling?
Oh, we're having a Devonshire tea.
That's right.
They should be really nice.
It's lovely to come up here for a Devonshire tea and look out at Sovereign Hill, see the carriages going past when they do, and see people gold panning even though it's very, very, very cold today. What's the temperature, Bert, today?
4 degrees.
4 degrees here in beautiful Ballarat. We're getting the Ballarat. I'm so happy that we've got a membership to Sovereign Hill. For a whole year you can come up here as often as you like with a membership, and you get 10% off in the shops. What do you think, darling? Except the blacksmith.
Gotta find the sugar.
The tea was gorgeous, the scones were light and fluffy, and very worthy of, nice. After all the walking we'd been doing, we needed it. Nice. We absolutely needed it. So make sure you go to Sovereign Hill in your travels. It's well worth the effort and well worth the money.
Oh, it's beautiful here.
We love Sovereign Hill.
Apparently it's a nice cool day, so you're not getting hot.
Yes, and there's 6 schools in today. Lots of children. We come up early, so it's not busy at all. It's totally empty in here. But I've been here through the day where you can't get a seat. The girls are lovely, super friendly. Yeah, Sovereign Hill's good. Now, time for eating.
Lunchtime!
Land ho! Very well underdue to you Spanish ladies. Very well underdue to ladies on Spain. Who we've received orders to set for all England. And we're hoping a short time to see
I do hope you enjoy the video of going along to the Sovereign Hill Harvest Festival and meeting my lovely subscribers. If you liked it, can you consider giving it a thumbs up and maybe even subscribing to the channel, but that's entirely up to you. Sending lots of love and light from beautiful Ballarat. God bless. Got a subscriber here, Bert. Oh, hang on, just turn this around. I'm all excited. Oh, it's turned the flash on. Sorry, darlings. I'm getting this work here from Jenny. Hello, darlings. Welcome back to the channel. Hello, darlings. Hello, darlings. Welcome. Hello, darlings. Sounds on. Of my very subscribers, of my own subscribers. Oh, God. Cut. My goodness. Tammy. Cut.